Last episode, the team fought hard to keep up our good form, and now it all comes down to this as we have one final chance to push for promotion to the Bundesliga. Hey, what's going on, guys? Respect the Jeff here, and today it all comes down to the wire. We're in third place right now. We'd ideally like to get up to second if we could, so we don't have to play through the playoffs to try to win promotion, but some huge games coming up. It is going to be brutal. We got the game right now we're going to take on, then we have a Bundesliga team in the next round of the German Cup. We take on second place Nuremberg, followed by another game, and then right after that, first place Köln, and finally fourth place Düsseldorf. Everyone pushing for those promotion spots. And honestly, we couldn't really have a tougher go of it. But we got to do what we can with the games in front of us, and as long as we can keep winning, we do know what this team is capable of. Unfortunately, we don't get off to the best start here. 40 minutes into this first match, Dan Rose with a really shocking effort at the near post, unable to save it, but fortunately we get ourselves back level there. Eric Tommy with a lovely volley to put it into the back of the net. One of the more consistent goal scorers for this team this season, but a really uncharacteristic mistake there from Hugo Hawkins sets us back another goal, gives it straight away. Thankfully, with time winding down, Bozdogan finds himself in a bit of space after a lovely bit of link-up play there with Marvin Duksch, and although we did manage to scrape something from the game, a point is just not enough, and that is a big blow for the team. Alright, well, no time to dwell on that. We're getting straight back to action here. This time, it's the German Cup. We've made it all the way to the semifinals. A win here would book us a spot in the final. How incredible would that be? Robin Himmelman wants to start this game. Honestly, why not? He's been a great servant for the club. Dan Rose, after that shocking mistake too, I think maybe could use a game out. Maybe to just get his head straight. But a ton on the line here. This is the single highest pressure game we've had so far. A spot in the final on the line. How incredible would that be? There's a decent chance if we make it through as well that Dortmund will be going through. How insane would that be? But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. We have a huge task ahead of us. Mine's a really difficult side. One that we've crossed paths with before, obviously, and we've even made signings from them, I believe, in this career. But they're definitely a better team on paper than us. Obviously, they've been in the Bundesliga all season. Man for man, even just looking at the players, way higher overalls and just a significantly better team. So we're going to be on the back foot for a lot of this match. It's to be expected, but as long as we can come out with a couple decent chances, I think we have some sort of shot at this. And honestly, so far it hasn't been bad. 15 minutes in, Evan Rotundo finding his way up the pitch and lovely stuff to dish it out. And we're still going here. Could be a great chance. Duksch in space. What a shot into the top corner. Schalke have scored and gone in front. 18 minutes in. Who would have thought this could even be possible? I mean, when we're on our game, I'm telling you, this front line is something to behold. So many good goals and really great play from all over the pitch. It was front to back stuff, and really all credit throughout the midfield for even making that possible. We're really trying to hold on here. Fantastic stuff from Griesbeck, our defensive midfielder, throwing in challenges and keeping them away from our goal. A couple half chances have come in, but so far we've kept it under control. Again, Griesbeck doing the dirty work there to win the ball back. He's been one of the unsung heroes of this team this season. He's maybe not the highest overall on the team or really the flashiest, but he wins the ball back when it matters, and it's important for our team. And honestly, thanks to that kind of contribution, we're able to go into the second half here still a goal up and really shutting down most of the chances the opposition have had coming in our direction. I mean, it's ruthless stuff. We're throwing bodies at the ball, and although a couple decent chances have come in like that cross, nothing yet to come of it, although it has been all mines here in the second half. They've had the majority of possession, and we are struggling with tired legs to keep closing down here. And Dan Rose steps up to make a huge save with only 2 minutes left. That could be a game decider. Not a lot of action left to play here, and all we gotta do is hang on. Off of the corner kick, it's settled. Lovely pass, and it's in the back of the net. Heartbreaking stuff. 89 minutes in, Mainz equalize, and Schalke are likely going to extra time here. Unfortunately for us, it's been really slim pickings in the opposition's half since that goal. They've dominated most of the match, and although a valiant defensive effort kept chances to a minimum, They did end up finding the back of the net, probably deservedly so, and that is a really tough one to swallow. But we're going to extra time here, and all the chances are going to count here. Probably the next goal is going to be the one that decides this. It's really more the same though. Mines have all of the possession here in the second half, and I think really tired legs, unable to close down. It's in the back of the net. That is so heart-wrenching. Schalke really gave it their all. We threw so many numbers at the ball. Definitely not for a lack of effort, but it just was a lack of quality maybe here in the end. Unfortunately, we're seen out. 2-1 the end result here. We're not going through to the finals, but we definitely gave it our all and made a really good run in the process. I don't want to get too down about this, but that one hurts. I think we had a good shot at it, but unfortunately for us, it didn't go our way. Alright, well, there's no time to dwell on that loss. We have so many important games here, and what really matters for us is winning promotion. It's the be-all, end-all. It's our goal of this season, and really the career, honestly, is just to get back to the Bundesliga, so we got to give it everything we got here. I think Evan Rotundo has been playing so well. He's going to keep starting these games. And I think we're pretty much looking at our lineup here. And hey guys, in the meantime, if you want to do me a quick favor and just comment below with your favorite player in the series so far. I know views are kind of dwindling and I'm only posting once a week, so it's not getting quite as much exposure as the series used to. So if you want to just help me out, I think getting some engagement and comments will help revitalize it a little bit. But with that said, we're getting to the last stretch of games here, the all-important games that will decide promotion, and let's get straight to it. Well, honestly, out of all the games we have here, this could end up being the most important one. Side note, Marvin Duksch still in the running for a Golden Boot here. But the winner of this game is likely going to go on to secure second place, assuming they win the rest of their games. Nuremberg 1 point ahead of us, so it is really important that we win this one and come out on top. They are 61 points ahead of our 60, but it's a really tough matchup. Honestly, both teams pretty evenly matched, and it's one of the most boring games we've seen all season. One decent chance for the opposition is ruled offsides, and that's about it. The game ends 0-0, a really tough affair, and one that does not favor us at all. Still leaves us a point behind them, and now it's in their hands. Alright, so like I said, after that game, we still are a point behind Nuremberg, and as things stand, they're the ones automatically getting promotion this season. If we stay in third, we would have to go through the promotion playoffs with whichever team is coming down from the Bundesliga, which I do not want to have to do. I don't want to put it in the hands of a playoff like that with a team that probably should be better than us coming down, but we'll see how things go. Fortunately, it's back to winning ways here. Schalke look excellent, and again, the star of the show is Evan Rotundo. He's gone from the fringes of the team to a guaranteed starter in the last couple weeks and at an important time. So 3 points, and on we go. Alright, well, this could be the game that decides our season here. We're taking on first-placed Köln, who have been absolutely rampant this season, so it's going to be a tough one. But I think the team is up for it. I know what we can do. We've taken down way bigger teams than this in the past. And honestly, hopefully for us, Köln's gotten a little lax here in the later stages of the season after already having wrapped up first place. We'll definitely be hoping so. But it's all down to us. We just have to put out a good performance here. And it's going to be a crazy tight finish to the season here. With only 2 games left, there's still 4 teams in the running here for promotion spots, and we just have to make sure that we are among them come the end of the season here. Philip Oakes in a great crossing position puts it out for Sidi Sane, who finishes against the league leaders to put us in front. Well, that is a beautiful move from Sane. He's the one to drive the ball up the pitch, distribute it, and then get back on the end of it. Maybe not known for his heading ability too often, but as long as he can finish when it counts, we will take it. The team looking revitalized and hungry to go on to win this one, and finally Marvin Duksch doubles our lead with a towering header off of a corner to not only send us 2 goals in front, but extend his lead at the top of the goal-scoring charts by 1 goal here with only 2 games left. Every goal for him is crucial, but all we gotta do is make sure we hang on here. Unfortunately, Luca Campanile gives the ball away right in front of goal. He did well to win the ball back initially, but it is a sloppy touch that leads to that finish in the back of the net. Things just that little bit tighter here at the end of the game. Marvin Duksch off the post, and Sidi Sane extends the lead once again, and surely Schalke will be going through with a win. Lovely stuff from the striker to turn his man and get the shot off, but even better from Sidi Sane to be there on cleanup duty and put it in the back of the net when it counts. With only a couple seconds left here, a slip or a mistake, maybe he just lost his head from Philip Oakes, results in a red card. Terrible challenge, and that is going to really hurt the team. One of our most consistent and important players is going to be out for the next match when we need him the most, and this is going to be really difficult. Thankfully, we do come away with the 3 points and the win, and now it's all going to come down to this last game to see if we can keep our promotion hopes alive, and on we go. Alright, well this could not be more tense. Schalke versus Dusseldorf. 1 game remaining in the season, and the winner here grabs the automatic promotion spot. It is so tense, I cannot believe it. A draw here actually would be enough for us to go through as well. All we need to do is get some sort of positive result. It's in our hands, but it's going to be a tough one. Both teams really gunning for it. There is a ton on the line. Definitely our most important game of the season so far. Anu Bodem is plugged in at left back with Philip Oakes out on that red card. Rotundo's going to start again. Alright, so with that said, we all know what's on the line. Promotion to the Bundesliga. It matters so much to the club. Let's get to it. Here we go. So many huge games in this episode, but this is the single biggest. A win or a draw here, enough to take us through to the Bundesliga next season. After Schalke's horrible collapse 4 seasons ago, can this be the game that decides us coming back up? The one to watch for us is Sidi Sane scoring 2 in that last matchup. He's in insane form, but there's a lot of players to watch out for. Evan Rotundo's been in great form. Marvin Duksch, obviously the goal scorer up top. We have so many good threats, even players like Eric Tommy on the other side, Boz Dewan. They're all fantastic options who really could make a difference. It's going to have to be a team effort, though. We know how difficult this is going to be. Like I said earlier, this means so much to both teams. You know they're going to give it their all. Definitely life will not be made easy for us by Dusseldorf, who find their way in behind with a lovely opportunity, trying to find a clever little pass through. Thankfully, Hugo Hawkins there to clean up back to his usual self after that mistake a few games ago. He's been leading the line with incredible regularity. Some harsh challenges coming in here. You can see we don't want to give them an inch of space. Unfortunately, it's a yellow card for Boz Dewan after that nasty challenge, but as long as we can keep them away from our goal, I'm happy enough. We've kind of been on the back foot for most of this match. A lovely chance just seen away. It's Luca Campanile, who's been a little hit or miss the last couple games, getting back there to bail us out from a fantastic effort. And now it's our turn to get forward here. Marvin Duksch finds Eric Tommy, finding himself out wide. Some clever footwork. Maybe can he set up a chance? Fires one in, not too far off at all. Marvin Duksch looking to get on the end of it. It's been pretty back and forth so far. Anu Bodem curling one in, and that's the best effort so far. Evan Rotundo, another one not necessarily known for his heading ability, but he gets it on target, forces a save out of the goalkeeper, and here we go. Schalke growing in confidence. Sidi Sane cracks one from distance, not too far off at all. And that might be the best chance of the game so far, but unable to convert. Sidi Sane taking his man on, putting another cross into the box, and Marvin Duksch inches from a couple of these crosses, and we are really starting to find our form here. It's been all Schalke the last 10 or 15 minutes, and this is no exception. We continue on here. Boz Dewan puts it in. Bicycle kick from Marvin Duksch into the center back. Fantastic defending from Dusseldorf. Honestly, both teams have looked really solid at the back so far, and you get the feeling this could be a really tight affair. One goal might be enough to separate the sides, and Duksch sends it just wide of the post before halftime. Going into the second half here, a couple decent chances. We're going to have to hang on to that one and regain our composure as Dan Rose grabs a hold of that one. Pressure mounting on us, though, as Dusseldorf find themselves at the edge of the area. Poked away by Griesbach, but fortunately falls back to the feet of the attacker, and he finds the pass, squares it, and it's in the back of our net. So unfortunate. 65 minutes in here to find ourselves a goal down. It's been a really back and forth match. I feel like we've had the better chances, but we couldn't finish, and we find ourselves down a goal just like that. Really unfortunate. Is there gonna be enough time to turn it around? Only time will tell. A couple subs coming on here. Let's throw everything we got at it. Tons of attacking talent out there on the pitch. Notably among them is Igel Brook, who might be able to grab a goal for us here when it matters the most. Played through is Marco Fabian coming on as another sub. Looks to curl it in with his left foot. It's blocked by the opposition, and chances coming to a minimum here. 89 minutes in, the opposition working the ball around. We're struggling to close down and even win the ball back at all. And with the ball securely in our area, time might just be running out here. Fabian can't get the clearance off, and unfortunately, we are seen through. It's a huge, crushing defeat on the final day of the season that sees us miss out on automatic promotion. It was in our hands. All we needed was even just a draw out of this match. We couldn't make it happen. And unfortunately for us, that means we have to go through the promotion playoffs, which is going to be a very difficult task. So the question remains, are we able to win promotion back to the Bundesliga? or are we going to suffer another season down here in Division 2? So taking a look at where things stand now, it's still to be determined who we're going to take on in the promotion playoff final until the Bundesliga finishes up its season, a couple more games than us, and eventually it's announced. We take on Hamburger. It's going to be a really tough game. They have a great squad on paper in this save. Or at least relatively speaking, compared to us. They still did get relegated, so maybe not the best around. But it's 2 legs. This is how it works for the German promotion playoffs here. It's actually my first time going through these as well. It's going to be difficult, guys. We're going through with the same team, though. We got to have confidence in the way we've been playing. Let's get straight to it. Alright, well, I keep saying this, but the bar keeps moving, so I think it's still valid. This is now the biggest game so far in our season. Everything rides on these 2 legs in terms of getting us promoted back to the Bundesliga or not. And honestly, that's all that matters for this club. We are honestly one more defeat away, I think, from being in a really tough spot. I think a lot of the stars are going to leave if we don't win promotion. The financial situation's already a little bit dodgy, and honestly, after the collapse 4 seasons ago, obviously the team's been through a lot of ups and downs, but probably more downs than ups, if I'm being honest. It's been a really tough stretch of things. We have to make sure that does not continue. It's all in our hands. We still have the ability to take things through here. Evan Rotundo doing really well to win the ball back. Been a complete revelation for us this season. And here he goes again. Rotundo, little dink over the top for Dutch, who finishes! Schalke go in front just like that. The striker who's been on the end of so many important goals for us this season is again, but all credit to Evan Rotundo, who did so well to open the space up and win the ball back in the first place. That is a lovely pass over the top here. We still have a lot of game left to play and an entire second leg on top of that, so it's definitely not feasible for us to just hang on to 1 goal over the course of these 2 legs if we want to really ensure victory here at the end of all of this. And unfortunately, just like that, the opposition equalizes. It's a lovely rocket from outside the box. Fair play for a shot of that caliber. But just when he'd taken the edge in this game, it's taken back away from us. The momentum very much still in the swing of things here as our defense is unable to keep them at bay. A couple half looks here, really good move through for Bozdogan, who can't quite get himself on the end of it, but it's the right idea. Philip Oakes, back from having served his suspension for the red card, puts a ball in for Sidi Sane. How has he not gotten a boot on that? It was a golden opportunity, chances flying back and forth at either end. Thankfully, our defense, apart from that 1 goal, has been resolute, standing up really strong to the task here. Some crunching challenges coming in, and fortunately for us, the center backs having a really great game, both of them. Arbner Aliou has been outstanding. Obviously, the captain, Hugo Hawkins, probably our standout defender, maybe alongside Oakes, who's been really consistent as well. But all of the defenders in this game really stepping up to the challenge. Campanile, lovely tackle to win the ball back. And the game's completely swung out of our favor now. So many chances in behind. It's all down to the defense to hang on here. 45 minutes in, we've barely touched the ball in the last 20 or 30 of them. Fortunately, we take it to halftime. Ball booted out, and the game very much still in the balance here. Still level 1-1, but if I'm being honest here, we've barely had a sniff of their half since our opening goal here, and things continue to fly in our direction. Dan Rose coming up with another big save here. And really good work from Griesbeck, who again, one of the unsung heroes of this team, wins the ball back and sets us off on a counterattack. Evan Rotundo well distributed out to Sidi Sane. Back up top for Bozdogan. Players bombing forwards. Can we pick out the right pass? Yes, Sane cracks it at the goalkeeper, who makes a fantastic save. Couldn't find the back of the net there, but it was well worked. Eric Tommy slips it through for Campanile, puts it in, another save from the goalkeeper. It was a great effort on target. We've had a couple of decent chances here. Put the ball over the top, put in again by the opposition. Hugo Hawkins, towering header, and again, he is not messing around this game, and we are keeping ourselves on level term here going into the second leg. 1-1. We got an away goal at the very least. It was pretty solid stuff from the team. It's going to come down to the wire. This is a brutally difficult matchup for us, but so far we've been up to it. We're getting straight back into it here. Fortunately for us, the second leg is home. Like I said, we got that important away goal. If we can see it through, although very unlikely to a 0-0 result here, it still would favor us, but I think we got to get out there and really try to grab a goal and be offensive in this game. We were on the back foot for much of last game, but hopefully with the fans behind us here for a little bit of support, and the boost that we had from seeing we could go toe-to-toe with the team last game, it'll be enough to take us through to a couple more chances here, or if we could at least finish finish the ones we had last game and grab some goals. Dan Rose, though, that's as good as a goal there. Absolutely outstanding save. That is world class from the young goalkeeper who keeps things level here. Hamburger have really been on the front foot here, throwing everything they have at us, but thankfully, again, the defense stands up to the task. Even the wingers and offensive players getting in on things, dropping back, putting in some good challenges to really try to limit the chances heading in our direction here. Abner Aliyu covering again, does so well to win the ball back. He's been another one who's been kind of a quietly good player for us this season. He's grown a ton, up to like 72 overall now, I think, after not really being a surefire starter, especially through last season. But he's taken the reins here, and he's really stepping up to the challenge, like so many of the other youth players in this squad. Now it's distributed wide to Eric Tommy. We're looking for some sort of opening here, moving the ball around. Bozdogan holding off that pass at the right time. Sidi Sane, he finishes! Is he offsides? Yes! Oh, that must have been millimeters. So close there. It was the right idea. Just a split second too late on the pass there from Bozdogan. The team giving it their all, though. More challenges flying in here. Unfortunately, gives away a free kick just before halftime, 35 minutes into the game. Comfortable enough for Dan Rose, though, to make the save, and we might have one more chance on here as we look to get the ball up the pitch. Marvin Duksh sliding through. Bozdogan. Oh, is he just bundled off of it? No call given. Wasn't a foul in the high press, looking to catch out the opposition, and just as we were turning the tides a little bit there at the end of the first half, the whistle blows. All we have to do now is hang on for 45 more minutes, but it's going to be tough. Obviously, the opposition is throwing numbers at us. They've probably been the more dominant side, at least in possession this game. But don't underestimate our defense. Again, Sidi Sane stripping his man of the ball there, and we're doing well to keep a hold of possession here when we have those little pockets of space. Philip Oakes progressing the ball forwards and just waiting for some sort of run, and he finds Sidi Sane, who's through with all of his pace. Can he find some sort of outlet here in the box? Sane still going, clips it up. Bozdogan off the crossbar, and Duksh, it's blocked by the defender and tipped over. That was a golden opportunity. Probably should have been a goal for Schalke. Look at this block, though. Behind the leg block off of Marvin Duksh's effort. Both teams have really been on it defensively in this game. And honestly, whoever goes through is going to have very well deserved this over these two legs, which have been so nail-biting for both sides. Abner Aliyu again closing down, and he does so well to win the ball back. Aliyu outstanding over these two legs so far. There's still half an hour left to play, though, and we definitely have to make sure that we are able to come out on top. Griesbeck closing his man down, and again, very lenient from the referee. No call given. Probably looked like a foul to me if I'm being completely honest, but we'll take it for sure. Griesbeck now forwards, and he slips it through. Sane finishes! Yes! Schalke have gone a goal up, and now we are back as front runners to go through here. It honestly doesn't change too much. We still need to keep a clean sheet. It will go to extra time if the opposition can find a goal, but that is a huge boost for the team. Lovely finish from Sane. Was it a foul in the build-up play from Griesbeck? Probably, if I'm being honest, but like I said, we'll take whatever kind of favors we can get here, and that is a well-worked play. It was a great pass from Griesbeck at the end, at least, to slip through Sane. Now we got 22 minutes left to hang on here. It's another crunching challenge, this time from Marvin Duksh. Like I said, defending coming from all over the pitch now. Everyone is involved in trying to get us a win at any cost here. Rocket from outside the box. It was on target, but again, Dan Rose stepping up to it there with an outstanding save. That's 2 or 3 world-class saves he's made to keep us in these games over the course of the last 2 draws. And thankfully, he's able to do it again. He has been so good for the majority of this season. Couple mistakes, but we'll take it as such a young goalkeeper. He has so much potential, and we know what he's capable of. 10 minutes left here. All we have to do is keep it up. Griesbeck, another crunching challenge. And again, this guy's outstanding. I honestly think I might put him up for man of the match over the last 2 games. He's been so crucial to the way the team plays, doing the dirty work, and honestly, if it wasn't for him being such a wall in front of the defense, this could have been a very different story. 91 minutes in now, it's all about just managing the game. It's in our hands. Let's not try to push it here. We're going to work it around the back and just do whatever it's going to take to finish this game out. Hugo Hawkins sends it upfield, whistle about to blow, and it does! We've done it! Schalke are going back to the Bundesliga. A huge victory, a historic season for the club. It's our first season back since getting sacked. We've made the difference. It really came down to the wire, but we eventually made it happen against all odds. The heart that this team has shown all season is absolutely incredible. We've seen contributions from all over the pitch make a difference this season. It was so well worked by everyone involved, and you can see how much that means. We've relied on youth, we've taken it back to our roots, and this is the Schalke team that are so deserving of making it back to the Bundesliga. Alright, well, I was sweating those last couple of games. I genuinely did not know if we were going to make it or not, but we did. It was such a hard-fought end of the season. Blow after blow in some of these games really took it down to the wire, but eventually we came out on top. We're going up along with Köln and Dusseldorf. It's Nuremberg who narrowly miss out this time. Marvin Duksch unfortunately not able to finish with the golden boot, 1 goal off of Niemann. But as a silver lining here, Duksch actually did finish with the most assists in the league this season, which is kind of surprising, but he just had an absolutely outstanding year, didn't he? So in the aftermath of that crazy season, we got a couple contracts coming up here. Sandoval and Himmelmann are leaving and retiring respectively, but Griesbeck, I think, deserves the opportunity to stay around with this club more. We're going to the Bundesliga. He's probably not going to be a starter for the team at that level, especially at 33 and not really being the highest rated in the squad, but I think he deserves to be in and around the team, even if it's just as a rotational player. So he signs on for another season. Now taking a look at the wrap-up elsewhere, in the Bundesliga, obviously Hamburg are coming down. Also Freiburg and Augsburg, we'll probably be looking at both of those teams to see if there's any players we could pick off of them for cheap next season, but we'll see. It's going to be a whole new era for Schalke now, pushing to stay in the Bundesliga. We got some exciting pre-contract signings coming up for next season, but I won't spoil those just yet. You'll have to wait till episode 1 of season 5. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for following along with this series so far. It's meant the world to me that this has been so engaging. If you guys want to check out the Discord, it's free, link in the description. You guys can get involved. We've been having amazing discussions over who to sign next season, what the kits are going to look like, things like that. Also, if you've just been enjoying the series and you want to stay up to date with the latest in Season 5 rolling out, consider subscribing to the channel. It also helps me out a lot to make this kind of content. So, I'll be back soon with Season 5, but until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.